Today we are talking about all the challenges that can arise when we are working on our pliés. Again, we want our adage in the long run to be slow and graceful and really fluid, and it should look like it's done with ease. And our allegro work should be light and smooth, and that's reflected in how we're practicing our pliés. In order to do that, we want to take each of the notes that I gave you throughout the week in regards to making sure that you're holding your hips where they belong, lengthening up, but it's a challenge to do that. So some of the areas that we see impacted by this would be like fourth position. When we're in fourth, if we are not holding our body where it belongs, we can tilt forward or backward when we go to execute our pliés. It can really happen in any one of the positions, but fourth seems to become the most prominent, in which case then we aren't really balanced and we can tilt forward or we can tilt backwards, and we don't get to move as easily. And then in turn, that translates out to our center work. So if we're sideways, if we're not keeping our weight center, we can tilt one direction or another, when in reality, we want to be able to go nice and evenly between our feet. Another area that I see challenges occur would be in our knees, in which case, when we're doing our pliés, sometimes our knees can drop in, and we want to make sure that, again, our knees are going out over our toes. So when we go to do our plié, we want to make sure that our knees are not buckled in and letting go. We want to really use our thighs and our turnout and make sure that we're engaging properly so that our knees stay nice and even over our toes. When we're parallel, I see a lot of ankles, especially when we go down for a grand plié. Our ankles will sometimes bow out, and sometimes our knees go with it. We want to make sure that, again, the movement's nice and smooth and our knees stay over our toes no matter what position we're in, and we can control that down and up. Another area that I see would be our upper body. If we're not pulling our belly button in and tucking our tailbone down, sometimes we find other muscles to help us do the work, and we tend to get a body roll effect when we pull up. So if I'm not engaging properly, I can get stuck and have to scoop. And we want to be able to nix that and control the movement. So again, all of our alignment should be where it belongs. Another thing that happens is what I refer to as duck butt. And I say this because if you think of a duck and how they have their tail sticking out, this happens when we let our core go in some fashion, be it our abs or our back, in which case then we're sticking out and we're not fully engaging. We want to be able to tuck that in so we're nice and smooth to be able to control our movement. The last big thing would be breathing. We want to make sure that you're breathing consistently throughout all of your moves. Sometimes we hold our breath and then all of a sudden we get stuck. And so while you're doing your pliés, you want to make sure that you're keeping a constant breath and get oxygen to your muscles. They'll thank you for it. So be sure to keep all this in mind as you're practicing, and I will see you tomorrow as we talk about our tendus. Thank you very much. Have a great day.